Hello guys, my name's Corey with Let's Learn Goals, and today I want to talk about why you need to move your money. And this is going for people that keep their cash in cash, or they keep it in a savings account that's earning like 0.02% interest, because that's kind of common still. First and foremost, why? In October, the Fed released inflation reports that said that it's at 3.2%. So that means, like, so let's say I kept this dollar in my house. It's a dollar, so it's not much. But even just this dollar is losing 3.2 cents. If I go up $10, I'm losing 32 cents. And if I go up even more, let's say $100, I'm losing $3.2. And obviously, you can keep on going in tens. You lose 32 on 1,000 and 320 on 10,000. So, what should you do with your money? That's what it boils down to. What do you do if you don't want your money to lose its purchasing power? And I've talked about some of these things in the previous videos. If you haven't watched those, you can watch those now. But one thing I would first recommend is if you have a savings account, make sure it's in a high interest savings account. A lot of banks will have these savings accounts at a default rate of 0.02, but for those people that go to their banks and ask for a rate sheet, they can get anything from 3% to 5% right now. Right now, mine's at 4.75%. And basically, you just go in, you find the rate sheet, and they normally have some minimum balance. But if you just keep like $1,000 in there, normally they have some very high interest bearing accounts for you. Just take a note that even on these interest bearing accounts, if it's above like $100 or $10 or something, you're going to get a 1099, but you're going to be making money on your money. So that's like the lowest rank of what you can do. So make sure your money is at least in a high interest savings account. Anybody can do that. Save up $1,000. And if you don't have $1,000, you should really look at saving. And I'll be talking in my future, in the short future, about budgeting. I started up budgeting on Google Sheets, and I want to share that with you guys as well. But make sure you save your money and put it in a high interest savings account. But let's go further. Let's say you had a large sum of money. Let's say you had over 10 grand in money. So let's say you have an emergency fund saved up. Let's say that's 10 grand. And anything over that, what will you do with your money? Well, let's say you're afraid of the stock market. You don't want that volatility. You need it in a certain period of time. Then I would recommend going to a CD, because then if you know you need your money in like 3 months, you can get a CD that's at 3 months right now at like 5.5 or 5.3 or something, because the Fed just paused rates at 5.5. So you can find something close up there in the high fives. And that way, instead of losing money on your single or 100 or 10 grand or whatever it is, it's at least retaining its value, because that's a big stipulation with money. You think that saving your money is saving you money, but whenever you keep it at home, it's not working for you. It's actually losing value, because every year the dollar loses value. It's a sad truth to face, but that's because it's not backed by anything. It's the monopoly money, I like to call it. So yeah, if you take that money and move it to a CD, you're earning 5.5 or 5.3. So instead of losing 3.2 cents, you're gaining 2.3 cents, or let's say 23 cents, or $2.30, and that's for the year. So if you have it in for a year, but that just shows like if the small little action you take can have a big impact, just if you have that money saved up. And if you don't, even then, you're earning another $2 that you wouldn't have just by giving your bank a call and asking what their rate sheet is. It's really that simple, and it's really something people don't take advantage of, which is weird, because people are willing to spend 40 hours a week working for this money, and then they just give it up, and they don't want their money to work for them. They just need to. So let's say you had $100, right, and then you invest it. So I don't want to give you the false narrative that investing will always grow your money. That's not true, but it is a risk. But over the long term, it is almost entirely positively sure to gain money if you invest in the right assets. If you invest in an ETF, or like something like a Vanguard, VOO, VTIX, or something like that, some index fund, you kind of have a basket fund. So that can save your money from being super market volatile. Like if you want a company, you invested all your money in AT&T. I would not do that if I were you. But if you invested all your money in one company, let's say they went bankrupt, there goes your money, right? So if you invest it in some basket CD, like a, or not CD, an ETF, you would save your money. So let's say I invested, let's say $100 just because I have it in my hand. What would that $100 do? Well, right now, stocks are up because asset inflation. So what that means is all your assets are inflated, and this happens with your money. So you lose money value on money, but if you have money in the stock market, it's inflated. So right now, just speaking for my terms, I'm up around 7% in my stocks. So that most of my holdings are in Vanguard ZOO, but they have a lot of that. So the S&P 500 is up like 7% over the last 3-4 years. I think I had it in for 3 years. So just moving your money around cannot take you from going in the red. You're in the red if you just keep cash. It's a sad truth, but it is how it is. It's not backed by silver. It's not backed by gold like it used to be. So this is paper money. It's monopoly money. You're losing value if you keep it at your home. And if you move it to the bank, you'll still lose money if you're not smart with it. You have to talk to the banker, have to get a rate sheet, and to ask them, what's your highest yield savings account? And I'm just going to be honest with you, if you're at Chase, they won't have a high yield savings account. You have to go to some other smaller bank that needs to have some sort of want to retain your value. So you can go to like Old Second, you can go to any credit union and find a higher rate than just Chase. And I know Chase is like a big establishment, but the reason they have so much money and they're everywhere is because they take advantage of your bank account. They take advantage of the people that don't put in the effort to get the extra 2-3%. And yeah, I know it's only 2-3%, and a lot of people are used to paying 20-30% on payday loans or something like a credit card bill, or mortgages are right now at 8%, and they're complaining about that. But why complain when you can take advantage of the high interest? And so that's what I want to talk about. Move your money so you don't lose your money. That's the main goal of this. So if you guys want to get more content like this, please subscribe and keep track of my goal to go into 100K, just so you can see how this progress is. And if you want any other content, just let me know. But thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe. And if you're looking at different types of assets and you want a video covering that, I can give you a realistic point of view on how it works for me, because I have my assets pretty well diversified. And if you want me to try out something just to earn more money, like a side gig or something like that, I am willing, because I am going to try anything to help you guys earn money and save money, so you don't lose it like everybody that's trying to save their money is. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.